The world is where it's at right now because of disobedience. You know, the world is the way it is right now because, just like in the book of Judges, each era, each descendant was rebellious. Like in the book of Judges, the people would act up, then God would let their enemies take control, and then they would cry out, God, please, 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 and then God would send in somebody, and they would be good, but their kids wouldn't. The kids would rebel. The kids would act up. The kids would, it would not be following. They disobedience, and so the cycle just kept going on and on and on. But God is a gracious God. He's a merciful God, and so when right now. There's a lot of crying out to God. Jesus. There's a lot of people who are crying out to God because of the stronghold of the principalities and people in high places that are, have made slaves of the people in the land, Jesus. But God hears the cries of his children, and he's never forsaken us, even going way back to, Abraham, and the children of Israel and Egypt, and God sending Moses to say, let my people go. This is what's going on right now. Let me tell you something. God hears his children. So you can best believe that you're going to start hearing about some stuff happening if this behavior continues, because God is not going to keep allowing his children to be hurt. But there are some of you who you're in this wave of movement. You're in this transition. God is positioning you in places where you need to be to help those who are suffering, to help those who are going through the most, as God is about to deal with the pharaohs of this land, of the different countries, because I'm not just talking about America. I'm talking about other countries too, who have people that are suppressing and hurting the people that they're supposed to govern. God is not going to keep allowing that to happen. You can best believe that. You're about to see some changes and some stuff happen, because God is going to deal with that, but he's going to send in, what's needed. He's going to send the people in that's needed. He's going to send the destiny helpers in that's needed. You're going to start hearing more prophetic words coming out, because God is saying right now to the pharaohs and the kings and the people and the rulers of high places, let my people go, Jesus. And he's not playing about that. And just like he wasn't playing about it in the days of Moses, he ain't playing about it now, because when the children start crying out to God and start asking God, please help us, and start crying and unifying in prayer, you best believe God hears, and he's not playing. So for those who are in places of high position,